Alright, what's going on YouTube? We're back. So, it's been a pretty crazy past 2 days. I've been trying to get this video done for you guys, but we've had a few setbacks. I almost thought I lost my SD card. I was pretty sure that I lost it. I had to train yesterday without being able to film because it was nowhere to be seen. And then today I spent all day looking for it, only to realize that I had put it in a pocket of my bag and I forgot that it was there. So we got that sorted. I'm just gonna drink my pre-workout now and I'm gonna bring you guys with me for this session. I've got my pre-workout here. In case you're wondering what I take as a I do pre-workout, pump, I do glutamine and arginine because they're natural growth hormone boosters. I do 2 scoops of creatine. I do glycerol liquid powder, the Evogen EVP1. I'm not sponsored, but I do pretty much that whole concoction of pre-workouts just to get like that crazy pump. And yeah, I also drink intra carb powder. So a lot of people have been asking me about intra workout carbs lately. I highly would recommend it. I've been drinking intra carbs for like 3 years now and I won't train without it. Just because, let's say you're eating your meal and then an hour from when you eat, you train because your meal's digested and you train for 2 hours. That's 3 hours with no food in your stomach. You know, or your food is, obviously the food is in your stomach, but it's 3 hours without another meal. And obviously towards the end of your session, you're always gonna be feeling burnt out, you're gonna be feeling tired. And I find that when I do drink my intra carbs, I feel like I have more energy towards the end of my session to like finish strong. Whereas like without it, you kind of just burn out and die and just hit that wall and just completely fall off a cliff. So yeah. I'll bring you guys in with me now and we'll go do this back session. And then you can see kind of what my back workout looks like. We'll just do probably 2 pull down movements, 2 rowing movements. I've already done rear delts on my shoulder day, so I won't do that. But I like to add in buys. That bike was pretty loud, but I like to add in buys at the end of my back workouts as well. So we'll be doing that and I'll see you guys soon. We're gonna start right here with some lat pull downs to get the lats going. With the overhead pull down, this is my favorite grip right here, the mag grip. And that's it, I'm just gonna get warm. We'll do a couple warm-up sets and then we'll get into 2 heavy working sets. And then we'll move on from this. So I'm just gonna come here and just start warming up now. And then we'll get into the heavy sets soon. Ooh, I'm feeling pumped already. I'm feeling extremely flat lately because we're dieting. Well, I'm prepped obviously, but you know what? I'm feeling very pumped at the same time because a lot of the carbs I had today are getting put to good use. All right, I'll take a second, catch my breath, and then we'll get into our first working set. Now, I am slightly out of breath, but it's not so much so because I over fatigued myself with the warm-up. It's just because today has been a bit of a hectic day and I was kind of rushing to get in here and just get moving and get everything started before the day's over. So it's just one of those days. There's always going to be things that pop up that are out of your control, but I think for me the biggest thing is just doing what you can to try your best. You know, you can expect perfection, but it's very unlikely that you'll achieve it. But it doesn't mean you don't try. So you do what you can, and in a second here we'll just get into this first working set, 2 working sets of this pull down, a wide grip lat pull down with the mag grip, and then we'll move on. All right, here we go. First working set, just a big one. There's a philosophy by Jordan Peters, if you know who that guy is. Not the academic Jordan Peters, the bodybuilder. And it's that you shouldn't attempt a rep that you can't complete because of the fatigue that you'll accumulate throughout your workout. So there's a fine line, but sometimes I can gauge when I'm not going to be able to complete another rep, and I will stop at that rep because I do know what he means by accumulating so much fatigue that, for example, on your second set you might lose 3 or 4 reps just because you attempted that rep that you couldn't complete, and you started recruiting a whole bunch of other muscles, and you basically just created this type of systemic fatigue that even between your rest period, which might be 60 to 120 seconds, you can't recover from. So I definitely tend to abide by that sometimes. Alright, second pull down variation. We're gonna do a reverse grip or underhand grip pull down for this one. I'll use my straps to lock myself in, and we're just gonna drive our elbows right down past our lats and just squeeze at the bottom there to really get all those lower lat fibers firing. This has been one of my favorite exercises for engaging my lats as of late, because I find that with me and my width and just the way my body is structured, I'm able to perfectly bring my elbows down past my sides, and having that underhand grip forces you to keep your chest up, which means your lat is going to get short and you're going to get a good contraction. All right, now we're gonna get into the rowing movements. All right, that's our back movements done. I'm not gonna lie, my back is feeling pumped. We pushed some blood in there. We got a good pump. We maintained our strength, and that's it. Now we're gonna move into some bis and finish off the workout. We're going to do one back off set using these 12 kilo dumbbells. Here I am going super heavy, and you know, I just saw a video today of a guy talking about Phil Heath in his prime, and Phil used to just go and pick up a 10 kilo easy bar, and he used to lean forward like this and just all the weight on the biceps and just kill and rock with those biceps and using nothing else. And his biceps are that big, they're bigger than my head, you know what I mean? And he wasn't using super heavy weight, but he was contracting. And so I'm going to use these 12 kilo dumbbells here and do the same thing and just contract. And at the end of the day, if we're going to grow the muscle, we have to have some sort of contraction. So we do want to challenge ourselves and go heavy, but we also have to know when, okay, if we're using a smaller muscle, we have to take a step back and say, how much are we really contracting and getting the weight into the muscle rather than all the surrounding muscles. So we're going to do that now. Oh, that burns. Yeah, I'll do it. A couple more. Yeah, that was all. That's biceps blocked off. Sorry, boxed off. That's biceps boxed off. Back boxed off. Like I mentioned before, we've already done rear delts and a bit of traps on our shoulder day. So that's the whole upper back side and biceps knocked off for the week. I'm gonna get home, eat and rest and call it a day. Thanks for tuning in, and any requests or anything you want to see in the coming videos, put it in the comments. I appreciate you guys, and just keep training hard. If that's what you're gonna do, if you want to train easy, but thanks for watching.